Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to make animation online for free. It's animation like in the Flash movies, like the one you see running at the bottom of the screen right now. Of course you can make any other animation, it depends on your skills and on whatever you want to achieve. So let's start. To make an animation we will use WickEditor. It's a free online tool for creating animations. So first of all you need to open your web browser and then go to WickEditor.com. Once you get here, you need to click on the Launch Editor button in the center of the screen and we will be taken to the editor itself. Of course you can create a free account on this website. This will allow you to save your projects. However, you don't have to create an account if you don't want to. So once we open the editor, we just have to click Try It, and that's how this editor looks like. I'm gonna turn on full screen. To do that, I'm gonna press F11 button on the keyboard, and as you can see, my browser is right now in the full screen mode. So as you can see in the left top corner, it says the name of my project. At the moment the name is My Project. And in the right top corner we've got settings. So over here we can change the name of our project. I'm gonna name it Project 1. Then up here we've got shortcuts. So if we want to use shortcuts to edit our animation faster, you should check it out. I'm not gonna do that in that video. Then on the right side we've got background color, where we can change the background color of our stage. So for example, if you want to use green screen, we want to create a green screen video, then we should change the background color to green. Then below over here we have different presets of quality of our video. So by default it's 720 by 405. If we want to make animation that would be full HD, we should select 1080p. Once we select everything, we click Apply and close this window. So, as you can see, once I turned on 1080p, the stage is on the screen. We need to zoom out. To do that, we have to click on this minus button next to the zoom icon. And as you can see, we already zoomed out and we can see the whole stage. At the top over here, we've got a few different tools. For example, over here we can change the color. We've got pencil, brush to paint our animations. We've got some different brush settings. Let's see here, if I change it to, for example, 0, the smoothness will be like this, so we can have sharp edges, sharp corners, etc. However, if we change it, for example, to 100, it will be way smoother. So if we don't want to have sharp edges, you may want to change this one to like 50 or 100 for the more smoothness. And of course, if we make a mistake, we just have to click undo over here or press Command or Ctrl Z on the keyboard of our computer. Depends if we are using Windows or Mac. We can of course also use eraser tool to erase whatever we draw on our stage. So, once we already covered that, let's start making our animation. At the bottom of the screen we've got layers. If we click on plus, we will add another layer. And a very important thing over here is that you need to pay attention to which layer is activated at the moment, because on that layer you will be drawing or doing the actions that you're going to do. So, let's click on the first frame, and after we click on the first frame, we can draw our first object, our first position. I'm gonna draw a circle, as you can see. So this is the first frame, and now if we want to add another frame of the animation, we click on the plus on the second frame, and then we can draw another object. And now, as you can see, this animation will look like this. Of course, we can add more frames. But as you can see, when we are drawing our new frame, we don't see how the previous frame looked like. To make it easier and show the previous frames, we can turn on onion skin. To do that, we just need to click over here on this icon. This will turn on onion skin. and it will allow us to see the previous frame as well as one of the next frames, as you can see right now. So this will allow us to draw our animation easier once we can see previous frames. So let's say I want my object to fall down. So I'm just gonna draw another circle below, and then at the next frame draw another one below, and so on and so on. So now my animation would look like this. As you can see, of course, when we are previewing, we can turn off onion skiing. And as you can see, my animation looks right now like this. So this is how we make the basic animation. Now I'm gonna show you some other tips, other tools to create more advanced animations. As you can see right now, we were working on layer 1, and now we are going to switch on to layer 2. We have to click on it and then select the first frame. And now we can draw an object. Let's say you can draw a square or a circle. I'm gonna draw a circle that is going to be yellow inside. Let's say it's gonna be a sun. To draw a perfect circle, you need to hold Shift key, and that will make it perfect circle. And once we draw it, as we can see, it's on the first frame, and now we would like this circle to fly through the stage to the other side of it. So to do that, we need to click on the first frame and then select Add Tween. This will make the animation of the circle. So we need to expand this first frame by moving our cursor to the edge and then expanding it to the number of frames we want to add. So let's say I'm gonna make 24 frames. Then we click on the last frame of it, and once we do that, we choose the first tool that allows us to move the objects around the stage, and we move our circle to the other side. And right now, as you can see down here, there is an arrow going from first to the last frame. That means our circle will fly through the stage, as you can see right now, to the other side of the stage. So this is a very easy way to move objects around the stage if the objects is, for example, a sun, clouds, or anything else that we would like to move across our stage. Let's add a new layer right now, layer 3. And let's move it all to the beginning, to the first frame. And right now I'm gonna turn off the visibility of the first layer by clicking over here on the hide layer icon. And I'm gonna drag layer 3 to the top so it's easier for us to see it. So now on layer 3 we will add our own image and then make animation using that image. So to add an image, on the right side we have to go to Asset Library, click on the plus icon, and then locate the image we want to add. So let's say for now I'm gonna add the sun image. I click Open. As you can see, it was added to the Asset Library in the right bottom corner. And now we need to make sure that we are on the right layer, that we are on the right frame, which is the first frame, and then we just drag it to our stage. As you can see, it was already added. We can use the first tool to move it around or resize it. And let's say I want this sun to substitute the sun that we drew before, which was just a circle. Now I want this picture to be the sun. So we move it outside of the stage. I'm gonna remove layer 2 as we don't need it right now. And we go back to layer 3, we select the first frame, we click on the Add Tween button over here to start adding the animation of the tween, and then we resize this first frame to the moment where we want our animation to end. So let's say I'm gonna make it 48 frames. Next we click on the last frame, and then we move our object from one side of the stage to the other side. And as you can see, when we click play, the sun will fly from one side of the stage to the other side of the stage. So as you can see, this is also the way to animate some pictures that we add to our stage. But very important thing to remember is that our pictures that we add should have transparent background, so it should be PNG or GIF image with transparent background, because if we add JPEG it would have, for example, black background behind the sun, and that would not look as good as you can see right now. And now we're gonna create animations similar to the one you saw at the beginning of this video. So let's add new layer. As you can see, after we added the new layer, it also has the name layer 3. In order to change that, we click on the layer, and in the right top corner it shows as the name of the layer. So let's change it to layer 4. Once we have it, we click on the first frame, and then we go to Asset Library and we add the object that we want to animate. I'm gonna choose the head of the alien, so I'm just gonna open it, and then I can drag it to the stage. Make sure that the cursor is selected, and then we can resize the head of the alien, move it to the right spot, and we can start doing our animation. We have few ways of doing our animation. For example, we can just click on the brush tool, and then we can draw the posture, the figure of our animation. Of course, you have to change the colors to the colors that you want, and we are ready to start drawing. So on the first frame I'm gonna draw the position of my alien, and as you can see, after I drew it, the spine, the body of the alien covers its face. So we need to click on the cursor, we need to select the head, and then send it to the front. In order to do that, we click over here on the canvas actions, and then we choose the icon that says send to front. And right now, as you can see, the body is in the behind and the face is in front. And now, in order to make the animation, we click on the plus button over here, we turn on onion skinning, we can see the position of our character, but as you can see, it's only the position, so we would have to add our alien head and then resize it, etc, etc. That would take a long time. So instead of doing that, we go back to our first frame, and then we copy it. We can copy by either pressing the button copy in the right top corner or pressing Command C. Then we go to the second frame, we click on it and we paste by pressing the button in the right top corner or pressing Command V on the keyboard of our computer. After we paste it, we've got two ways of animating our character. One of the ways is just rotating the elements that we drew before. So we just use cursor and then we change the position, rotate the elements of our character in order to make it move. Then we copy our second frame, paste it on the third frame, and the second way of animating our character is to first move the head to the place wherever you want it to go, and then we simply draw the next position using brush tool. I think this is much easier than rotating the elements like I showed in the second frame. So in order to animate our alien, we just copy the previous frame, paste it on the next one, move the head a little bit, remove the posture and draw a new posture. And so on, and as you can see, our character starts moving right now. And of course, if the head is again hidden by the body, we need to click on it and send it to the front. So in order to continue doing our animation, we just copy the previous frame, paste it on the next one, move the head a little bit, remove the body and draw a new position. And so on until our animation is ready. So once our animation is prepared and we want to export it, we need to make sure that only the layers that we want to export are available in our project. So let's say I had this red circle previously. I don't want it to show on my animation, so I will have to delete the first layer that we created by pressing delete. Now I've got only two layers, layer 4 and layer 3. Layer 3 is the one with the sun, layer 4 is with the animation of our character. So once we do this, we can already export our video. In order to do that, we click Export button in the right top corner, and after that we can export our project. We can export either to animated GIF or video. Video would be in the MP4 format. We can of course change the name of our project over here, and once everything is ready, we click Export button on the right bottom corner. Then we choose where we would like to save our project and we hit save. Let's see how it looks like. As you can see, animation is ready. Of course, if you want it to be an overlay on your YouTube video, you would have to use a different background color. In this case, since my alien has green skin, I would have to use blue background because there are no blue colors in my animation. And then it would be easy to remove it and create an overlay in any video editing program. And that's it for today. If you have any questions, you can ask them in the comment section below. I will try to answer all of them. And remember to hit thumbs up, subscribe our channel and share this video with your friends. Thanks for watching!